All right, let's see if this works. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta put the foot. That needs that needs to be done. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta open the garage. Give me a sec. Here, wait a minute. Come on. Open it here. It's a manual garage. Here you go. Okay. Ow, it's part of the wire. Okay. All right. Now I can back up the car. My friends, this is something. This is the best technology. Technology ever. Let me not hear the lug. Oh my god. This is amazing. You know, my parents should have thought of this when the garage wasn't working, but you know, hey, takes one to be one, right? There you go. Now do like this. All right. All right. What? I gotta go the other way, yeah? I think. Give me a second, Kaima. I gotta close the garage. I'll be right back. Oh man. All right. Is it this way? Yeah. Get in. Come on. There you go. Now this. Come on, man. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Whew. Jesus. Well, I did not go to GADIS. Can I move here? I left the wheels like that. Okay. So, I just want to make sure this is okay. Yeah, all right. Welcome back. Unfortunately, over a week because there was a delay for sure. Where are the horses that ran away? I'm not in the beach. Oh my god. Yeah, so I had to do my first Toastmaster speech on Saturday. Deal with the, you know, a bit of a first world problems with my colleagues back in USA, you know, in the comfort of their own home. Hey, at least I have a home, you know. I don't have a home. But then, you know, Sunday I had to clean the home, which is not mine. But I have to treat it as such, yeah, obviously. You know, you gotta clean it up. And this time there is no sand in the bed. So finally, you know, I found a place because I plan to climb the mountain this month. And I found something closer to where I want to go climb the mountain, which I thought was Galicia, but apparently, see, Kaima, there were the horses there. It's not, it's in Asturias. So I guess I gotta drive a bit more to get to the mountain. Or maybe I'll climb another mountain. Kaimak. God damn it, thingy. Give me a second, I gotta focus here. Oh my god, I forgot about this place. This feels like Kyrgyzstan, full of holes all day. But anyway, yeah. Oh my god. Wait, I gotta focus here. This is the hardest part of the rally. Alright. Oh my god. Give me a second. Oh my. Wait a minute. Alright. I think we're good. Oh, there's more. Let's see here. I gotta make sure. Yeah, there's still more pots. Oh my god, this one was. Alright. Kaimak, sit. I hate this noise. Alright. Because it doesn't have. It's on the seat that doesn't have the seat belt on his seat belt. Alright. I still have more pots here. Give me a second. This is the only part that has the. I gotta go slower. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. This is now going down. Put the brakes on. There you go. So yeah, I'm in the mountains now. I'm not on the beach side, but probably will be for this month. But I gotta say, these mountains here in Asturias, this is really amazing. Amazing views. The person, who lent me the house forgot to tell me one important aspect of being here is that there's wildlife here. So when I was coming yesterday, because I had to leave quick, that's why I didn't record or I didn't stream or whatever. I didn't have the time. But I was driving because it was several hours, and we saw bears. Also, apparently it's like some bears that are extinct or something. Yeah. So it's like rare to see. Oh, I'm gonna crush that bird. Yeah. So, and also apparently there are wolves as well. I haven't seen. So yesterday I was setting up everything at the house, preparing for everything this week, and putting my internet Starlink, because I gotta have the satellite outside, the antenna, not the satellite. And I forgot, because he told me I cannot leave stuff at night outside, but I left it, and I heard some weird noise at night, and apparently there was nothing, so I didn't get to see any wolves. But hey, this is only the second day here, so maybe I'll see some wolves. Okay, am I going the right way? Because I gotta use GPS to get to the supermarket, because that's still where we are going. All right, let me just confirm here. I think this is the way. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're gonna climb the mountain. Me and Kaimak this time. I've climbed 2 mountains already. It's gonna be the third. So I thought, this place is gonna be Galicia, but it's Asturias after all. So I gotta brush up on my Spanish geography, I guess. And I went to try some Asturian food today, a little bit. But yeah, I also needed to go shopping today, because yesterday I went, but I forgot to do the groceries. Yeah. So, the plan was simple. I was gonna drive to GADIS, buy the groceries, maybe a couple of things for the mountain house here. But as I said, I had to prepare this speech. For me, it's very important. It's Toastmasters. This is the way. Yeah, to the village. All right. Especially, finally, I have the opportunity to do speeches. Yeah, because before, I'm not attacked by losers like Octor Luis. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, who think they're going to eat at a shopping mall is an after party, or like protecting girls like Gabriela Bugay, put on a puppy eyes, after they humiliate someone on stage, who wrote a speech for them. But hey, that's just speaking elephants in Warsaw, There are other clubs. Clubs are clubs. It's like people, So instead of doing the show, I have to drive here quickly, very carefully here, to all these villages and all this wildlife. I thought it was like a pretty good metaphor for today's episode, because when we are in cybersecurity, we all think we're going to the right place, but then we discover that quietly someone is taking you somewhere else. The internet is becoming less anonymous now, and attackers are becoming more capable. Maybe a little bit predictable, as you see from the harasser losers, but hey, they are working in an office in Poland, miserable of their lives. Organizations are also struggling as well. All right. So, one of the news that I saw last week, now talking about this week, is about the report of the data breaches, from Have Been Pwned. So it reached 1,000 from Troy Hunt. This is a researcher. And what caught my attention from the article is, in fact, the disclosure lag, that we were talking about. Sorry, I just gotta make sure I'm going the right way here. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's it's not only the exposure number. Oh my god. Give me a second here. Let me go through this part, and I'll pick up the phone. Oh my god, man. I hope the car, this car should have been to inspection 16,000 kilometers but because there's like a warning here, but I haven't gone for several months. But hey, man, I'll take it after this, because I gotta go. I have to go back to Portugal for the next. Oh my god. This is crazy. Because I want to do the Camino Santiago. So that will be also another thing to do. And that'll take, I don't know how long. So I gotta prepare for that as well. I guess we can continue talking. Yeah. So yeah, basically, you know, there is a lot of data breaches happening. And this is one of the main platforms, yeah, that I've been pwned. There are many others as well. And as such, yeah, as the article was saying, or the opinion piece, whatever you want to call it, you know, it's his website, Troy Hunt's website. You know, I was talking about the disclosure lack that nowadays, you know, and still for a long time, at least I've been observing that for at least 10 years since I've been working in cybersecurity. That, you know, companies usually, instead of working towards the, you know, the warning to the victims, yeah, because a lot of this is about accounts, yeah, that get leaked, yeah, in these data breaches, yeah. So users' accounts and whatnot. Instead of the victims, yeah, they get their credentials exposed and they get leaked, being warned, yeah. The companies still try to conceal, you know, a lot of this to gain time, yeah. To gain time, usually it can be to, you know, to try to get on top of things, yeah, in terms of to understand, because, you know, a lot of times they don't have the resources to quickly know and quickly get on top of things, yeah. So they try to buy time for that. They're also trying to buy time not only technically for the investigation, but also for example the legal procedures. Okay, this is the village here. Gotta be going slow. So yeah, basically, you know, we still see this happening, yeah. We see some few companies definitely taking the right procedure of warning immediately, releasing release no, like a not release no, but okay, I gotta be careful here. Like Kaimak, do not scare the villagers. You know, to release what's it called? It's not a release note, but it's like, you know, advisory, something like that, yeah. So to let know people, yeah, that something has happened, and to change the password quickly and all of that. So there are a few companies that have done that, have done it the right way, but they're very far and few between. So usually, okay, we are past the village. I gotta pick up the phone because I gotta know if I'm going the right way here. People are looking at my car. He has a Polish license plate. So, all right. So now you know. Yeah. All right. I think this is the way. I think. Must be. Okay. Give me a second here. I gotta pick up the phone here. We are past the. Oh my god, that's crazy. Is this good now? Let's see here. Is this good? I think it is all good. Yeah? Alright, okay. So yeah, basically, you know, passwords can be reused, yeah, elsewhere, you know, so the accounts are compromised, and criminals have been already using it for several months because these companies are not telling us about it, yeah, and they can use it, you know, for many things, yeah. So they, you know, Troy is saying, you know, for example, there is an approach, so go the right way here, you know, that delaying is allowing, you know, the organizations are giving, you know, delaying this, you know, is allowing them to understand the scope, yeah, as I was saying, to get better investigation. But obviously people need to take protective actions, yeah, even if every detail is known, yeah. So to change the password, maybe enable 2FA, yeah, watch out for phishing attempts reaching the email that was compromised, yeah. So I think when a company waits too long, yeah, the attacker because it was done today, I would rather know it now than months later, yeah. Even if the company doesn't know every detail, yeah, if the investigation is still ongoing. So, you know, because while they're investigating, the attackers are now waiting yeah, for anything, even if they send a ransom or something like that, yeah, with the data, they are monetizing from it, yeah, they're probably selling the data. So the clock starts when the breach happens, yeah, not when this advisory or press release, I think that's the name, yeah, is published, yeah. That's what makes it interesting to me, what I read from this article, yeah. It's not that the breach happened, the number of it, yeah, we already know this, is the question of why, and after so many breaches happening, why some companies, yeah, don't tell quickly people that they're the victim. I mean, I can take a guess, yeah. So, wait, there's a car coming here. You know, it's like, you know, some companies don't want situations to look bad. Like when Kariba, my last employer, stole my bonus money after I completed my objectives, meaning that I was not paid out of spite by people in charge, Kevin Bailey. And in HR in Poland, people sending the cops after me, like Edita Grzybowska, Patrick Malher was not there, I think, and this Daniel Stoich, and then this newly joined Patricia, but you know, she's just a newbie there, she's green. And obviously over some bullshit excuse of misappropriation of laptop instead of reaching out to discuss an agreement. A blatantly misappropriation of my fucking money. And obviously being a person who has everything in Poland, but not from there, was not given a chance to be heard. But hey, that's another story that is coming very soon actually. And it has illustrations and audio too. So it's not just me talking. But speaking of people not knowing what's happening, what's gonna happen to them, you know, researchers discovered that tracking code, that's used by Meta, I think it was the index as well, could link, you know, to mobile browsing activity, to identities, yeah. So I first thought that that's not unusual, yeah. Advertising companies track people all the time. That is actually pretty common. But the difference is how it happened. Allegedly, yeah. So researchers were saying that browsers, and install mobile apps too, they were communicating in ways that allow identifiers to be shared, yeah, across boundaries that users, you know, generally will assume that are separated, yeah. Wait a minute, I gotta pay attention here. Give me a second. Investigated this behavior, said it violated, for example, Android privacy principles, and researchers were saying that this discovery is one of like the most surprising privacy findings in recent years. This matters a lot because many people assume, you know, that the incognito mode is enough, the VPN protects you, the browser privacy settings protect you, and those tools still help in fact, but the story is demonstrating, you know, there are more sophisticated methods by tracking companies, yeah, and they are searching always for new ways to connect all these data points together, yeah. So the reality is that privacy is often just a temporary advantage, as we see, yeah. So tracking industry treats every privacy protection as a challenge now, yeah, to overcome. And I gotta pay attention to the incoming lane here. So eventually somebody finds another route, yeah, like this guy did. On it or tried it for some time, which is the Attack Navigator. There's a project called the LLM ATT&CK Navigator. So I probably heard of the MITRE ATT&CK, yeah. So it's essentially like a big catalog of attacker behaviors, yeah. And the Navigator is like a concept that applies it to AI-enabled threats, yeah. So instead of asking like, can AI write malware, like those dum-dums, the framework just asks at which stages of an attack could AI realistically assist, you know, right questions, yeah. So reconnaissance, phishing, social engineering, research, planning, automation, whatever. So the value of this project is definitely structure, yeah, like the overall project actually. So for the last few years, we are always having these endless discussions about AI. Maybe I'm participating in those too. But some people think that AI will replace everything, you know, and is overhyped, and so the Navigator takes a more useful approach. This is how I see AI as well. It maps capabilities to actual attack techniques, and that's exactly what defenders need to know, yeah, because security teams are not going to defend against some hype, yeah. So they defend against these behaviors, and one of the most interesting aspects is that AI is not needing to invent new attacks. Yeah, it only needs to make existing attacks faster. Yeah, so research that once takes hours can take minutes, and the danger is always new techniques. Now it's acceleration, yeah, and acceleration stages everything, as I'm seeing here now. Yeah, I gotta slow down a bit because I'm on the village again. There we go. So yeah, basically I'm in a very disconnected place now from from maybe not society, but a bit of the world, because it's the middle of nowhere. But as I drive through these mountains today and yesterday, looking for the supermarket, I keep thinking about how disconnected this place feels, because there's no traffic, no noise, just forests, villages, roads. But yeah, these stories came up last week, and then I reminded of them with this, because even though we're disconnected, we are still connected digitally. Yeah, we're disconnected physically, we're connected digitally. Yeah, and so all of this, of companies waiting months to tell us that data was exposed, and that advertisers find new ways to identify us, and the AI may change how cyber attacks are planned and executed. It's definitely, again, like in other weeks, we see that technology is evolving constantly. Yeah, so the challenge is making sure our understanding of it. Yeah, so this is mainly it regarding the news for this week. That's what I saw was most interesting. There were other things as well, like the Patch Tuesday today, and the Google releasing the Android security update. But like I said some other times, maybe when I have more time, and maybe I can do the news not on the car. I can talk about it more, and definitely not with this beeping. I hate this beeping. I gotta find out how to turn this off. Okay, and we are actually getting into the village, I think. So I gotta stop here. No. Yeah. So basically, this is it. I think we are arriving. I gotta stop here in this one. Yeah, alright. We are arriving here. I think. No, yeah. Well, I will say signing off. Eventually I'll find the supermarket. I got the bag right here. And I'll try to make something better and with more time. So see ya. Take care.